A lot of people think that they have to switch immediately to the right lane, and because of that, they end up making a mistake and they fail. It's a long stretch of 40, and a lot of people fail here. There's a school right here. That is why they have this 40 speed. All right, guys, so we're going to do route number 2. You see there are numbered spots in front of me. That's where you would park, and park facing forward so that it's easier for you to go out. Now, we're going to do the same drill. We're going to go out of the drive test center. So we'll scan properly, and we'll stop here. And I mean, you don't have to make a full stop. Even if it's a rolling stop here, it's okay because there's no stop sign. But you want to scan the intersection properly before you go. So at this stop sign, again, this is a 3-way stop. There's no stop sign for the traffic on the left. So make sure to yield to them before you go. And you go into the right lane here. And we'll do the same thing at the stop sign coming up. I will indicate right. They want me to go right, and I'll stop behind the sidewalk because sometimes there are pedestrians. I see a pedestrian coming from there, and I see traffic on this side. So I'll not creep up into the intersection because, you know, I may block the pedestrian. So he's getting closer to me, and there are still cars, right? So there's no point creeping up and blocking the pedestrian. So I'll yield to them. I'll wait. Now the traffic is clearing. There's a bus I can see coming, and here you go. You see the pedestrian going now? Okay, so it's good to scan the intersection. Now I don't see any pedestrian, and I know that it's getting safer for me to move up now, and no cars coming, and I'll scan properly and go. And this road is 60 right out of the drive test center. When you, oh, it's Eglinton Avenue. It's Eglinton Avenue. Yeah, Eglinton Avenue West. So this one is 60. We're going to keep it at 60. I'm at 60 right now. Oh, by the way, I'm in the left lane. I think I just switched, but that's not something you have to do. You just keep driving in the right lane until the examiner tells you to switch, okay? It's yellow now. I could safely stop. When it's a yellow, when you approach a yellow on your test, so the first thing that you want to do is before you press your brake, you want to check your rearview mirror to see how closely the car behind you is following. If the car is really close, then stopping may not be a safe thing to do. You want to still go through the intersection because, yeah, that's the safest thing to do. But yes, if you can safely stop, then you must stop. And the examiners, that's what they look for. They want to know that you're making an attempt to stop, and if it's not safe for you to do so, you can go. They would not mark you down because sometimes you're at a point of no return, which means that, you know, braking doesn't make sense safety-wise. So they're okay with you going through the yellow. Always check the rearview mirror when you brake. Whenever you stop at an intersection, check the rearview mirror to see what the car behind you is doing. So it's 60 here. On this road, they might ask you to switch lanes 1 or 2 times. It's a long stretch of 60, and they might ask you to switch lanes once or twice, or when you come back to the drive test center, they might ask you to do some lane changes at that time also. So now from here at the upcoming lights on Brentford, we're going to be turning right, and that's a tricky one coming up. So you get into the right lane and you fully go closer to the curb, and you get into the lane, not blocking the cars going straight. So if it's a red, you want to come to a full stop, you feel that jolt, 1, 2, 3, and you creep up and you look, no one coming, it's safe for me to go. And I see a dotted line, which means I can enter from here. And right when you turn, you see a 40 sign, 40 begins, and that's where it gets tricky. It's a long stretch of 40. And a lot of people fail here. I've heard stories that people failed for going 3 kilometers over. So you want to be very careful. I would rather keep it under 40 than go over. And it's very easy. Trust me, it's very easy. I'm like, me as an instructor, I'm having a hard time maintaining 40 right now. So I can imagine you taking the test and the nerves trying to get the best of you. So it will be difficult, but you know what? It doesn't mean people don't pass here. So you can still pass. So keep it between, I would say, between 38 and 41, or maybe 37 and 41. That is also fine. And at the upcoming lights, we're going to be turning left on Gate Drive. So, you know, here you don't have to worry about anything. Just focus on your speed. They will ask you to switch lanes once. So that's it. After that, get back to the speed. And here I'll wait for this red car to go. And I'll check the blind spot and I will go. And this is one lane. Again, 40 sign, okay? The signs are well posted on this side. On this route, you know, you can't miss a speed sign, okay? There's a school right here. That is why they have this 40 speed. Now, I'm driving under 40 here because of too many cars around me. So here, they could either ask you to go left on Wellsworth Drive, or they could ask you to go straight, right? And the streets are pretty much similar, and the speed limit is 40 consistently. So, you know, they could take you anywhere, take you to any of these streets. They could ask you to make left or right here, and there they could ask you to do a 3-point turn and the hill parking, and they'll bring you back. Look at that, I'm driving at, okay. So, yeah, 40. I'm proud of myself. Okay, so we make a right here. What street was it? I forgot. I did not check. Like, you know, it could be any random street, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be this street that I turned onto. Here, they could ask you to do a 3-point turn. And I'm not doing a 3-point turn up ahead. I mean, I would normally not do a 3-point turn here because of the intersection. But I see cars parked and some construction going on. So just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to do a 3-point turn. So you do a left signal, check, scan properly. Right signal, reverse, scan, look, and you go. You check the mirror. Don't go too far back, go slow. And you scan again before you go, signal left, and you go. There you go. Check the mirror again after the 3-point turn. And we'll turn left onto Gate Drive. I'll creep up a little bit. For cars, there's a car coming. Okay, that's going right. Okay, so we can go. And we turn left. And again, this road is 40. This entire neighborhood is 40. I didn't see a 30 sign. Sometimes you would come across some streets that are 30, but not in this route. I haven't come across a 30 sign. I'm driving at 40 now. So at the stop sign, you make a full stop. There's this car that came, okay, with me, but they went, okay. All right, full stop. You want to feel that jolt, okay? So after the jolt, you quickly count 1, 2, 3, and you go. 40 sign, school zone. And don't worry if you're doing the test during the school hours and there's a lot of school kids or cars. Even if you're driving under 40, it's okay. Okay? Safety before the law. So you want to make sure that you drive safely. And this is Renford Drive. We're going to be turning right. It's a green. I don't have to worry about anyone on the left-hand side. So I will check my blind spot for pedestrians and I will turn onto the street. Now, this is where the challenge begins, keeping it at 40 on the street. So let's see if I'm able to do that. So far, so good. So far, so good. Dot on 40. Scan the intersection. As I said, you don't have to worry about anything until they tell you to switch lanes, right? So they might ask you to switch lanes here. So, you know, for that, I will slightly take my foot off for the fear of not going over 40. I'll step back on the gas pedal again. And once again, I'll do a right switch, keeping my eye on the speedometer. So I hovered between 41 and 39, okay? And that's what you can do. Here again, we'll switch to the left, and, you know, slightly went over by 2 kilometers. So 40 still. Okay, scan the intersection, and they will ask you to turn left on Eglinton. We're heading back to the DriveTest center. If you get this stretch right, trust me, you can start celebrating from here, okay? Buy the examiner a coffee at Tim Hortons. Just kidding, okay? So, yeah, you'll creep up in the intersection, and it's a wide one. Pick your lane, look for a speed sign. I can't see a speed sign, but I know it's 60, but I know which lane to go into. Okay, here, go into the left lane, get up to the speed. A lot of people think that they have to switch immediately to the right lane, and because of that, they end up making a mistake and they fail. Hey, you would rather lose 2 points. What would happen if you don't switch to the right? You would lose 2 points. Would you want to lose 2 points, or would you want to fail because of a mistake? I would rather lose 2 points. So now it was safe for me to go to the right lane. I switched. Okay, do it whenever you remember. Don't take the pressure of switching immediately. That's not the law. It is just something the examiner expects you to do on the test. If you don't do it, it's okay, no big deal, okay? No pressure, no pressure. Okay, 60 here. Check the blind spot. Empty road, not much traffic. Scan the intersections as you go through. You have nothing to do when driving straight. Just watch your speed, scan the intersection. Watch your speed, scan the intersection. Here, as I said, they could ask you to switch lanes. Again, before I switch lanes, I will check the speed. I will check my blind spot. Again, check the speed. That's how you keep a tab on your speed, okay? You check the speed before you go into the lane, and after you've moved into the desired lane, you check your speed. That's how you stay in control. Now I am in the passing lane, so I'll scan the intersection. I will switch to the right lane, or I will continue. There are cars in the right lane, so I'll just continue in this lane. I anyway have to make a left at the DriveTest center. So my speed has been between 59 and 60, I would say, and that is okay. 1 or 2, like up to 3 kilometers under is okay. Oh, this time, you know, we'll turn left from here. They could ask you to turn left, and again, you want to get into this lane, don't go straight, okay? Some people go straight. They could possibly ask you to turn left here, so you turn left, and you go back to the DriveTest center. So this is a place where you don't have a stop sign, but all the other 3 sides do. So you don't have to worry about anything, but you will still scan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to forward park here. They will ask you to forward park here because they have already tested your reversing skills through parallel parking. So that's that. That's that. This is where you hear the phrase that you've been waiting for. Congratulations, you passed the test. And I'm sure you will. All right, good luck, and let me know if there's any other video you'd like me to make. Thank you very much.